Welcome to Ultimate Crypto Bureau channel. Today we are going to discuss mainly about Bitcoin price prediction for 2025 and where do we see it going in next 4 to 6 months. If you are new to the channel, welcome in. And before we start going deep into this video, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel to get real facts and knowledge about cryptocurrencies and other crypto-related topics. So let's get into it. So today I'm going to show you a historical chart for Bitcoin and what he has done in the previous cycles. It is important to understand why Bitcoin cycle works in certain way and why it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing, right? So I'm showing you from November 7th of November 2016, and as you guys can see, up till beginning of first week of January, we had a really nice price appreciation. So if I draw the lines here for you, we were around 671, right? At the first week of January, we were around $1,180. So roughly there was a nice pump of nearly double the amount of Bitcoin in first week, from first week of November to first week of January. And it really dipped a little bit, but then it continued. If I draw the second rectangle here, as you guys can see, it continued to actually go up from here as well. So the highest at this point and the lowest at this point. So let's take that in the chart as well, right? So lowest again was around 732 in January, and then it started going up all the way up here, which we are looking at around 1,350. And this was March or April, between end of literally second week of March 2017. So as we guys can see, literally from here we had a nice price double straight going up from here, right? So this was the price action from November 2016 till March 2017. And as we go along, as you guys can see, if I now draw the continuous movement of how the Bitcoin behaved from onwards from here, we can draw and go all the way up till here, which was around June 2017. And as you guys can see, the price movement started from around here, 671. It's now gone all the way till around 4x from what the price was, right? So this was 2016, 2017 bull market. So now I'm going to take you to the last bull market, right? So important thing is that we are going to cover how it actually behaved. So as you guys can see, I've marked my channels here. Again, this was 2nd November at 2020. So we had a nice pullback up from around 13,484, and he went all the way back up to 42,389. So this was roughly around nice 3.25x, right? And then from January onwards till around, I would say, July onwards, we also saw a nice pump going all the way till around 60,000, roughly around here. So I will mark it roughly around 64,000, right? It started from 13,000, gone all the way to 64,000. So started from November 2020, and we ended up, the first market top was around, second week of April, end of March, second week of April, right? So if I take this one, yes, we probably can say second week of April. So as you guys can see, a nice 4x pump from 13,000 onwards to about 64,000. nearly 4.5x, right? So that was really nice pump. So what are we expecting in 2024, November 2024? So this was during the election time, and then December time, the Santa rally, right? Again, we saw the same thing back in 2016, early 2017, right? 2.5, easily nice pump it was. Now we had 4.5, nice pump from 13,000 onwards, still about 64,000, right? So now fast forward to our current recent price that we are currently sitting on. We are currently sitting on 69,000, guys. So if we take roughly around, say, 2.5x in next 6 months, all the way till about April here, what do you guys think will happen to Bitcoin's price? As you guys can see, we already have a nice bullish momentum here. So this is our current top, so right? This is our current top right now, right? 73,000, that's our current top. 73,600, that's our current top, right? If you look at the way the trend is going, if I mark it from all the way from here, if I mark it all the way from here, let's mark it from the bottom of the price, right? So we will see again, look at this, right? Exactly, we could see this pattern repeating again, right? And at the end of the day, if this pattern repeats, and if we do 2.5x from here, we are looking at around nice little price action from here. 2.5x, we're looking at around 120, 180, we're looking at around over just around 200,000 price of Bitcoin in next, from here, from November till about April, possibly end of March, possibly first week of April, we could see 200K easily hit. And I believe if it repeats the same patterns, which currently it's showing us exactly the same thing, this was what I considered to be the banana zone, right? Then it came all the way down here again in 2021. And then he flew back past the previous all-time high. He went all the way to 69.5, and then we saw what was coming, right? So I believe we can have exactly the same pattern. If I go back in the history, and we can see here, as you guys can see, this was roughly around the March till June time. This was the highest peak, right? Then if I draw another rectangle here, just to show you guys what we can achieve. So from here, it went all the way till October, November, December, right? All the way here. That was the bull market. That was really the big pump that came in, right? So it went from around this 676 till all the way till about around $19,500. That was the peak of 2017 bull market, right? Exactly the same thing. Now fast forward to what we can see right now, right? This is last bull market from 2020, 2021. Again, exactly the same thing. So if I look at the next rectangle here, if I draw the next rectangle here from the price drop all the way up till here, exactly the same thing. Around November time, right? Around November time, we had the same thing. So December, November, again, we had a second pump, and that second pump actually took us all the way to 69,500. Started again from November, right? November 2020, all the way till November 2021, we had a massive pump from 13,500 all the way to 69,000. So we are looking at, that was again a nice 5x of the price, right? So that was 5x. If you look at from here all the way to 19,500, that was literally very, very big pump. That was a pump that came in around, if I calculated correctly, we are looking at around maybe around, what was it, 25 to 30x, right? Then we became a 5x straight away, right? And then currently it's sitting very, very nicely. If I draw the rectangle here, as you guys can see, this was the kind of the pattern. Let's just draw this pattern as well, guys. So you can understand before how it actually started going up. As you guys can see, green candles, green candles, green candles, started slowing going up, a bit of a red candle in the middle for a week. Then it shot up again all the way, couple of red candles all the way up again, right? Fast forward 2024, as you guys can see, this is the chart that we are currently looking at. If you look at all the way from April, right? We had the all-time high been hit at that point. Now again, we've hit the all-time high. And this now, the next 4 to 6 months is very, very critical for us, guys. Depending upon who becomes the president, right? If Trump becomes the president, I believe that's going to be, considered as one of the catalysts for the super cycle, right? And if, Trump does what he has said, that he will make Bitcoin as one of the reserves in the US Treasury, that will be a big thing. Michael Saylor, again, he's trying to collect around $40 billion to buy the Bitcoin, right? As we know, the ETF, there is a massive influx of ETFs coming into Bitcoin, and the influx of funds coming into the Bitcoin ETF is actually another very big catalyst. So, and if all of these things happen, and after like 6th, 7th of November, we will know if Donald Trump has won the election or not, right? We will have a clear picture of what's going to happen. We could really have a banana zone in next 4 to 6 months, guys. This is literally will be the fourth phase of the banana zone, or the first phase of the banana zone. And then if the market behaves, or if we see some sort of we could, after April, we could even see a dip, right? We could even see it goes all the way to 200,000, and then he just kind of dips back to 100, and then the final swan song will be, July, August, September, like what we had here. Look, so in the last bull market, again, we had the same thing. First, it hit 64,000 straight up from November till about April time, right? And then we had a nice little dip, market corrected here. And if you look at the charts of the global markets during this time, you will see that it also corrected nicely all the way down here. So first few weeks, people thought, okay, this is game over, right? The bull market is over, nothing to be done here, right? Everyone started selling. Then suddenly the pump happened again around from 29,000, right? And then it jumped all the way to 69,000. This could potentially can also happen very, very quickly as well. And as you can see, the whole of this has become, the biggest bull market so far we had. So now we are sitting at, if you guys have a look at it, where we are sitting right now, right? We are literally sitting at about 69,500 mark right now, 68, yeah, nearly 69,000, right? Why is this very important for us? And this is something you guys should pay very close attention to, right? And if I mark the channel high, which is here, so this is where we are sitting right now, guys. We are very, very close to previous high. We are very, very close to previous bull markets top, right? And when that happens, something will start happening here. As soon as we break this blue line here, which is around 73,600, we are going to fly up, basically. We are definitely going to fly up very, very high. And this can potentially become a huge catalyst, as you guys can see. First phase, this was November. Then the second phase, and then the final banana zone phase. Again, same thing. First phase of the banana zone. second phase of the banana zone, then a little bit of a dip, and then the final phase, right? I would suggest this could be the first phase of the banana zone already happening here. And then we could see a massive pump going up. So if I draw the triangle here, or I should say rectangle here, this was our first, hooray of the banana zone, right? So we came all the way up, and then now we are sitting at right at the previous, bull market's top, and then now we're suddenly ready to shut up, basically. So there will be a number of catalysts. We also have a Santa rally happening. Usually Santa rally happens in the stock market from mid-November all the way till end of December, depending upon how people perceive that in terms of the rally, right? So we are right here. And this is what is very, very critical for us. So anybody who's telling you, oh, the game is over, or, Bitcoin is not going to go any higher, or, so and so, just do not believe them, because this is where we're really starting to see a big pump coming up, guys. When the pump comes in, my personal estimate for BTC is we will hit 200K. We might then reverse back to around 120K again, and then we might go back and have the phase three, like we had it here, like we had it back in 2017, like we had back in 2021. You could have another phase, and you could even go all the way to 250 and then try to reverse it. And if it becomes extremely bullish, and if the countries start looking at what US does, or if President Trump, if he wins the election and he creates Bitcoin as a reserve in the treasury of US, then a lot of other countries will also follow. There is also chance for some countries like UK, Canada, Australia, European Union. All of these guys can follow US as well, right? And can do exactly the same thing, because they will realize if the US is doing it, we have a license to do it too, right? So that can easily happen. And, we can easily print 200 to 250K in this bull market. So guys, that's what I had for this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel as well. And just as a quick reminder, whatever we have discussed in this video are my own personal opinions. This is not a financial advice. Please do your own research. Until then, guys, I see you in the next video.